Hi guys, the Yak is back, and today I'm going to be talking about auditioning. Specifically, how to audition and some things to consider before going up in front of those people whose sole task at that moment is to judge you. No matter if you're new to the whole thing or have auditioned 20 times already, everyone can apply these tips in this how-to. Number 1. Choose a show to audition for. Now, this might seem like a really obvious step, and you might live in a town where there's one theater that does one show a year, and then your choice is made easy for you. But if you live in a city more like mine, and there's 5 theaters in town who do 5 shows a year, then you've got a bit more deliberation. Each theater does things a little differently. Some theaters have higher standards than others. Some theaters will have you audition in front of them and the whole cast. Others will have you audition just by yourself in a closed room, just with them. So be prepared for whichever it turns out to be. So see if you can talk to someone who is familiar with the theater and find out how things are done around there. Cost is also another big factor. Will they supply you with a costume? Will you have to find your own? And the show itself is another thing. Does the show have any characters you can audition for? Is there any profanity? You will probably want to be familiar with the show, either by watching a recording of it or by listening to the soundtrack before you audition. 2. Choose audition material. Different shows and different theaters require different audition material. So once you decide to audition for a show, go and check and see what they require. Usually, a community theater that's producing a musical will usually just ask for a song. When you choose a song to audition with, make sure it effectively shows off what you can do. Make sure you have a song that highlights your range. That was one of the mistakes I made, was I just chose a song that was fun to sing and showed off my acting capacity. But it stayed within a 5-note range. My theater director gave me a helpful hint and said, hey, next time you choose a song, choose something that shows your range. But it also helps if the song has some acting you can do with it, some emotional depth that you can show on your face and in the tone of your voice. Or maybe they'll ask for a monologue, especially if it's a play. A good monologue length is 1 to 3 minutes, or a few paragraphs. They will most likely specify the length they want on their website. You'll want to choose a monologue that suits the character you're going for, and or shows off your character voice. Make sure your monologue is expressive and shows off your capability for expressing emotion. You will also probably want to memorize your monologue. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to prepare before you go up and audition. Usually I give myself about a month before I feel prepared. Once I tried to do an audition in 2 weeks. I tried to prepare and choose a song and practice that song, and I only had 2 weeks. And the day before the audition, I crumpled and said, no, I'm not prepared, I can't do this. And the show was great, and I never got to be in it. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time to practice. Step 3. Mental preparation. This is kind of an overlooked step, but you do have to get your head in the game and think about what you're going to do when you get up there. What is it going to be like? Maybe you haven't been to that theater before, and that's okay. But if you have or haven't been there before, it's good to mentally go through what you're going to do in your head. Okay, they're going to call up my name, I'm going to rise from my seat, I'm going to go boldly and charge the stage, and then I'm going to say, hi, my name is, and I'm going to be singing. I'm going to hit that note on the correct pitch, because I know I have trouble with that. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take a bow. They're going to smile at me, and I'm going to walk off. Visualize it, and sometimes that will help you calm your nerves and get your head in the game. Some other mental preparation you're going to want to do, especially if you're prone to anxiety, is you're just going to want to tell yourself, What is the worst thing that can happen? And I know that sometimes this is a pet peeve and they're like, yeah, I know, the worst thing that can happen is they're going to say no and that's going to be okay, but I'm still scared. And I get that. But just think, what are you going to do next once the worst thing that happens, which is getting ensemble or not getting in at all? What am I going to do once that happens? Step 4. 4. Friend connections. If you have some friends that you have already, encourage them to audition for this show. Or they might already be auditioning for the show. Ask them, find out. And so you know you can have someone who is cheering for you as you do your audition. And if you don't have any friends that are going to audition, it can be hard and it can be tough. But make some new friends there. Likely you'll like this theater and you'll continue to do shows there. And it's good to have friend connections in that theater for support. So now you know my 4 tips/steps for auditioning. 1, choose a show to audition for. 2, choose audition material. 3, mental preparation. And 4, friend connections. Bonus tip, stay encouraged. No matter what happens, no matter how many shows you can audition for, no matter how many roles you get, just know, if you love theater that much that you're going to go audition, then there's got to be something there. Bonus tip number 2, audition for as many shows as you can. This will get you in with as many theaters as you can, as many teachers as you can. That way you'll have plenty of chances to be a star. Thank you so much for watching. If you know a friend that will benefit from this video, please share it with them. If you have another theater nerd who likes this kind of stuff, share this video with them so they can have some extra tips. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. That's what it means. The like button means I liked this video, so smash it. Thank you so much, guys. Bye!